Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And I took a few energy inspiration, and the main question was asking the Divine Masculine, what do the Divine Feminines really need to know right now? And then we had, as I split the deck, the Lovers and the Empress. So I obviously wrote those down, and then as I split the deck again, we had the Emperor. So thank you, angels, guides, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team for delivering the Divine Masculines messaging towards the Divine Feminines on what they truly need to know right now. There was also a message online from a live reading. So if your person's name begins with A, it's basically saying that your love makes me high. That was the message that I got. So any Divine Masculines whose initials begin with A, or even the Divine Feminines initials begin with A, the message that has come online was your love makes me high. Okay, so I've set out, I've obviously pre-shuffled, I've split the deck, and I've done all of that jazz. And at the bottom of the deck, we still got the Page of Swords. So if you haven't seen the message about the Page of Swords, please do check that reading out before you continue on this one, because it will give you the theme of what's been happening lately. The Page of Swords is very much about communication coming in. There is communication coming in. And funnily enough, I asked the tarot cards, what do the Divine Masculines need the Divine Feminines to know right now? We have the Lovers, we have the Empress, we have the Emperor in the split deck. I never used to be such a believer of tarot cards or divine channeling until I started to do it myself. And all of these different versions of confirmation just goes to show that if you believe it, it is going to happen. And so I had an amazing friend actually who listens to this channel. So thank you so much. You know who you are. She sent me a video of the, oh my goodness. I can't remember the song name now, but basically it was by Bubba Ranks, and it was like, if it's meant to be. Right, that was it. Thank you, Spirit. The Meant to Be song. If it's meant to be, it'll be. So let it go, basically. So that song in particular had genuinely connected me and my Divine Masculine when we first were like seeing each other. And so the Divine Masculine is again speaking to you, communicating with you in very different ways. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Some may get a communication in the 3D. Some, I mean, the vast majority of you who are listening here today are going to get the communication either in the astral, via songs, via tarot readers, you know, and this is what the Page of Swords is representing, because we've got the Lovers, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Empress. This is a divine twin flame connection. This is the highest of the high, but the journey is quite volatile. It can be quite testing, quite triggering. A lot of the Divine Feminines have begun to lose hope again because the emotions are coming through. So instead of being in the mindset of, I want union, I'm going to be happy when union comes together, it's saying, be where you are now, Divine Feminines. Trust in the separation and know that you were never really separated from your Divine Masculine. You both are connected in the highest and best regard. So when you allow yourself to acknowledge that you are already in union, you are already connected in the astral realm, you are communicating telepathically. This is a big deal for a lot of Divine Feminines who end up losing hope, because it's not about being in union with your Divine Masculine. It's saying, what do I need to do to dissolve the fears, dissolve the wounds, dissolve the hurt that I am blocking for union? Because in a sense, if we're not aware of that, how do we let it go? And this separation is purposeful for you, Divine Feminines, to let anything that is holding you back go. So when we've got the Lovers and we've got the Empress and the Emperor, this is divine and divine masculine reiterating this is a solid connection. This is a solid connection. And if you aren't believing this right now, you need to start opening your heart to what you really are fearing, what you are dismissing. And I did a meditation this morning, and I actually did ask, I'm withholding union myself energetically because I'm a little bit afraid about losing my freedom. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because me and my divine masculines are in communication and it's not consistent. I would like this consistency. However, I also acknowledge that I like where I am right now. I like what I'm doing. I love my job. I'm a coach full time and I absolutely love doing these readings, and I'm uncertain of how that would look like when we're in union in the 3D. So a part of me is like, well, I don't want to lose my freedom, but that's all also being mirrored by certain divine masculines. They don't want to lose their freedom. So what is happening between you and your divine masculine, between you and your counterpart, whoever's listening here today? Assess what are you really holding back from? If things were ideal and you let all your fears go, you really do need to be in the astral. Some of you might help if you are in the astral and communicating with your divine masculine, because you'll understand that the fears you have are the mirror of your divine masculine. The fears that they have is coming up for you too. So this is why there is a powerful connection between you both. And what I've just got is the overall energy includes the Two of Wands. This is another confirmation. We've had the Lovers, the Emperor, the Empress, and now the Two of Wands, which is a twin flame connection. It's about making the choice and choosing love. How can you, divine feminines, be more compassionate with yourself regarding your own fears, regarding your own uncertainties? How can you step into your worthiness of unconditional love, sense your divine feminine worth, and acknowledge that you and your divine masculine are meant to be together in this lifetime? That no matter what challenges, what obstacles come around, you will both overcome it. And you are worthy of union in this lifetime. So as I said that, we've got the Queen of Cups here as well now. So the Queen of Cups is again saying this unconditional love. When we are tapping into our unconditional love, this is drawing all of the unconditional love from all walks of life towards us. You are extremely intuitive, divine feminines. Your divine masculine knows how intuitive you are. This also means that they are trying to pull the wool over your eyes and surprise you. You already know things. You already intuitively see confirmations. So your divine masculine is saying in the astral realm, I know you know. I know we are together in union, but I want to surprise you. I want to take a step ahead. I want to lead this connection. And I can't do that unless I start to be intuitive and trust the worthiness of this feeling, of this unconditional love, of this high frequency, so I can step into my emperor worth, my divinity, lead the connection how it's supposed to be. So both of you are finding love and compassion in this separation. So if your divine masculine is doing something out of sorts, you already know, divine feminine, how you feel about that. So say, for example, your divine masculine does something, you're going to intuitively know how they're feeling. And so it's asking you to tap into this intuition. So I think it was last year, my divine masculine was going through a really tough time and I could genuinely feel it intuitively, but we weren't really in consistent contact. This year, I can tell they're feeling a lot lighter and happier, and that actually should make you happier. It's saying that when they're light, when they're confident in themselves, when they're feeling confidence, they're going to have more courage and they're going to lead with their heart. They're also going to find more strength to take this initiative with a connection. And this is actually saying that you, divine feminines, can keep floating. Be aware of your emotions. What is coming up for you on a deeper level? Question where you are communicating with yourself. and actually devote time into your emotional cues. And this is also saying that the divine masculines are doing the same thing because you are mirroring each other. So they are taking this intuitive insight, knowing that this connection can grow, but they need to lead on this connection and not sabotage it like they used to. So both of you are asking, what sabotages am I putting into place to prevent me from being in union? Not what your divine masculine is doing or your divine feminine is doing. Really figure out, what are you doing to block the connection? What sabotages are you putting in place? And that means humbling yourself, really being honest with yourself, and shed those tears, be with those emotions, be with that feeling. What is causing you pain in the physical? Because your physical body also harbors a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of angst and stress and anxiety. So where in your body are you holding on to that stress? Because you are purposely holding on to this in order for you to refrain from union. And for a lot of divine feminines, you may find that advice is tough going. It is hard to look at ourselves in the mirrors, flaws and all. But what divine is reminding me to say in this message is, you are enough. You are unconditional love. You are love, flaws and all. And your divine masculine loves you, flaws and all, because you love your divine masculine, flaws and all. Nobody is perfect here. No situation is perfect. So instead of asking why your divine masculine is holding back or why they're in a karmic connection, ask yourself, what is holding you back? What sabotages are you holding on to because you're afraid? What happens if you're in this connection? What will go on in this connection? Because if you take those fears when you're in union, those fears are going to be amplified. So say, for example, I had a friend and she was clearly with a karmic back then, but we didn't know, obviously. But she had one of my friends was completely in love and she was in a long-term committed relationship with her partner, but she kept coming up with this fear of, oh, we're arguing, we're fighting, oh, you're gonna leave me, oh, you're gonna leave me, oh, you're gonna leave me. And so he kept having to reassure his partner, my friend, that I'm not gonna leave you. Like, I'm in it, I'm here with you. And part of me, even then, this was way before I even got into like the depths of spirituality, that I really started learning about this. But what I figured out was, it was almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I didn't obviously have the intuition and guidance to trust myself at that time. I was still learning to trust myself. I was still making difficult decisions in my life, and I myself was dealing with a karmic. So there's probably a good reason that we were connected at that time. We're no longer connected. But the whole point of the story is, every time there was angst, every time there was trauma, every time my friend got triggered, she would say, well, you're going to leave me. And they eventually got married, and they were fine. Well, I thought they were fine. And then they were going through a very, very hard time in their first year of marriage. And then, because I had kind of severed contact with her, we didn't really align on many things, and we kind of parted ways on our friendship, which was a difficult time for me. But at that time, our friends were still connected. So I had understood and realized that her partner had moved out, and then they were in the process of going through a divorce. And for me, it made me think that actually my friend had created this self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, they weren't meant to be together in this lifetime. Yes, it was a karmic. Yes, it was a lesson. But mostly, whatever you're bringing into the relationship, it's going to get amplified. So if you're scared of being hurt, of being left alone, of being cheated on, those things are going to be amplified. So the purpose of separation, you must listen to this, divine feminines. The purpose of separation is so when you come together, you don't put your old traumas and your old wounds and your old insecurities and your fears about the connection onto your divine masculine, because that's why you need to separate. This is such a profound, big journey for a lot of you divine feminines, and so for the divine masculines too. we don't know what's happening in the astral unless we tap into our own intuition. But what is being fed through me, through this channeled message today, is to reiterate that you want to be in harmonious, loving, everlasting, committed, permanent union in this lifetime. So do the work. Don't dismiss it and say, I'm ready for union now. Yeah, you may be, but that means you would be in union. So what are you resisting? And remember, the more you resist, the more it persists. So be honest with yourself in your connection. What are you resisting? If things like anger or jealousy or pain come up because your divine masculines with their divine feminine, with another feminine, with a karmic, well, what's coming up for you, and how can you send love to your divine masculine in spite of that? Because they need to go through the journey too. How can you send the karmic love? Because technically you were already connected in the astral. It's going to be a little bit of a big message for some who don't really resonate with it. So if you don't resonate with it, don't take it. But basically it's saying, come up with your own sabotages, come up with your own headspace of what is blocking you from the love of this lifetime, from the connection with your twin flame. Okay, so I would like to ask, despite, there was another message that actually came in and saying, what was your feelings for me? Your love makes me high. How does a divine masculine feel about their divine feminine? How does the divine masculine feel about their divine feminine? Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, and spirit team. So the divine masculines who are in separation, who have kind of refrained from communicating, means that they just need to go through their own separation to understand what this connection is worth. And the more they go within, the more they distract themselves, the more they, let this connection kind of be the way it is in separation, in hermit mode. They're coming to realize that they actually really do like you, and you're bringing up the levels of butterflies that I'm hearing. So that could only happen when you're in separation. Like, they need to have that awareness that this is my person. You've already had that divine feminines, but you were given time, space to do that. Now your divine masculine needs the same thing. So how does your divine masculine feel about their divine feminine at this time? What messages do we need to receive from the divine masculine on their feelings towards the divine feminine? You're not meant to know. Oh my gosh, honestly, you're not meant to know. You are a true wish fulfillment by the divine masculine, but we've got the moon card. You're just not meant to know. And what is the heart space for the divine masculine? What is the heart space for the divine masculine? What is, oh, thank you, Spirit. The Page of Pentacles. So I feel like the Page of Pentacles is another young apprentice type energy. And this is giving me the vibes of, oh, I thought I saw the moon card then again. Sorry, I just got distracted. Yeah, so the Page of Pentacles, again, it is that, like, that apprentice energy, what I was going to say. And I feel like for a lot of divine counterparts, they're beginning to understand that we get to start again. Just as I said, the Page of Swords message yesterday, please do check that one out if you haven't already. This is about starting again, having this new connection. Their heart space for the divine masculine is looking for progress, because if for example divine masculines have been non-committal, if they've been procrastinating, they're not really in tune with what their heart's desires, because they're being distracted, they're being aloof. But this Page of Pentacles is saying that actually the divine masculines need to not only face their fears, they need to trust their information, then trust their intuition, trust that there are signs, symbols, and messages and synchronicities happening between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The divine masculines are now seeing signs, synchronicities about you, divine feminines who are listening. But actually it's saying that everything everything we think of, we are programming that into our nervous system. So when we think of fear, when we think of heartache, when we think of cheating, we've programmed that into our system. But actually what it's saying is we can also program amazing beginnings, opportunities, magic into our existence. So this is saying you are in a perfect place to figure out how to make abundance, how to generate abundance into your reality. So it's saying be a little bit more confident, Divine Masculines. Trust your heart space. Upgrade your consciousness, because you are now stepping into being practical and realistic when you're chasing your dreams, when you're running after your dreams. So how does a Divine Masculine feel in their headspace? How does a Divine Masculine currently feel about the connection in their headspace? We've got the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Strength card. I find this fascinating because yesterday's reading also talked about the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So again, we're getting the same repeat messages. And I love this for you, whoever's listening right now, because again, the Knight of Wands is about knowing that they can trust themselves, knowing that they can step into their abundance and actually step into their passions. So when I said like they're willing to have a new beginning, this is actually saying, look, this is the next step to pursuing their dreams. Like they've had the idea in their heart space, they're wanting to move forward in this connection, and the Knight of Wands reiterates spontaneity, pursuing dreams, fast energy, pursuing adventures. And this is leading towards a reunion, the reunion of being together with their heart and soul, aligned with their heart, aligned with their spirit, moving forward towards this connection. They just need to tap into their strength in the physical realm. So how does a Divine Masculine feel about this connection? How is the Divine Masculine feeling about this connection? The Sun and the Ace of Swords. This is fantastic. I haven't had the Sun in a while, and I was thinking about it genuinely today, because what I'm seeing now is this is about happiness. When I asked how does the Divine Masculine feel about the connection, they feel happy when they think of you. They feel happy when they're around you. They feel like they've never really felt with anybody before, but they are in that self-sabotaging mode, right? If we think about earlier, how does the overall energy, it's saying, look, I need to get through my own self-sabotages. I need to get through my own fears. And in order for me to go towards the sun, towards this happiness, towards this most abundant prosperity of this life that I know I deserve, they have to understand that they deserve it wholly and completely. And the Ace of Swords is actually reiterating that this is the truth, that they have had these new ideas stemming from their heart space. They are bringing that into reality. And actually it's saying that this is success, this is victory, this is genius, this is communication. So a massive clarity is coming for the Divine Masculine about this connection. There is going to be aha moments of, holy crap, how did I not see this before? How did I only just get that my person is my person? That this insight is going to come quietly. It's going to sneak up on them. It's going to, as I said earlier, it's going to come as butterflies in their stomach, and they're going to smile every time they think about you, and things are happening and bubbling up. So what are the next steps for the Divine Masculines moving forward in the near future? What are the next steps for the Divine Masculines in the near future? Just a quick update as well that I am doing an 11/11 portal reading, but I've only got time next week and the week after. So after that, I've got no more availability in November. So please do let me know if you want a personal reading. Contact me on divinesacredtarot@gmail.com. The next steps moving forward is a new beginning, letting go of that heartache, letting go of that pain. It's allowing the divine masculines to be in their own ascension, be in their own revelation, allow themselves to understand what is equal give and take in this connection. Not what I've been giving in the past, not what has happened in my past connections. What am I doing to have this equal reciprocity in this connection? What do I need to let go of? How do I need to do that and step into this new beginning? Now we've got the Ace of Wands and the Death and Rebirth, but funnily enough, the Ace of Wands landed on the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and we've got the Death and Rebirth right after it. So it's just saying, look, there are new beginnings. Just as I said earlier in this reading, there are new beginnings coming. There are epiphanies happening. There is a legitimate conclusion about how the divine masculine feels about you, divine feminine, but they just need time to integrate what they are intuitively being guided towards, and they need to start trusting themselves just as you had time to trust yourself, divine feminines. Your divine masculine needs that too. I'm going to leave the messages right there. I hope this resonated. Sending you so much love and light. Speak with you soon. Bye for now.